This wheel is a wonderful upgrade, but there is just one major problem. Hello, I'm iMaCH. Welcome to my Cammus C5 review. We're going to be covering the pros and cons of the Cammus C5 and one major problem that makes it nearly impossible for me to recommend this wheel. Before we get into the majorly negative things of the Cammus C5, I do want to look at some of the positives, because it's not a bad wheel by any means. It's actually very good, especially if you're upgrading from a Logitech G920 or like a Logitech G29 or a Thrustmaster. It's a direct drive wheel, and it's a cheap wheel at that. Like, it's not very much, especially for direct drive. So this is the first wheel I've personally owned. It's not the first wheel I've used at all. I have used other Thrustmaster wheels. I've used other Logitech wheels like the G29, the G920. You know, I've had a good experience with them, but like the Logitech wheels, they're gear-driven, belt-driven. Either way, they don't really give you like good information. They give you like just what I would consider generic information. Like, you feel something, and it doesn't feel like you're actually going over something. It just feels like you got something in it, and that's how you know something happened, you know? With the Cammus, you can actually you can tell the differences. Like, if you go up onto a slope on one side, it feels like you're on a slope. It's actually really, really nice. It's a very good wheel in that regard. It's what you'd expect from a direct drive wheel, realistically speaking. On top of that, the build quality is very, very nice. The front plate is carbon fiber. I'm not sure if it's real carbon fiber, but it feels and looks like it. There's only two actual cons that I can really think, maybe three cons that I can think of for like its use case, not aside from the major issue. First of all, the wheel's a little small. That's fine. That's not a big deal. You can't replace the wheel, so you're stuck with the wheel that it comes with, which is fine. I'm new to this whole thing. I can deal with that for a while until I can upgrade to something better. And the pedals aren't very good. Like, the tilt on them isn't enough. It's too far that way. So a lot of the setups that I might want to do are, I have to like tilt it, and then once you tilt it, a lot of the time it has issues with registering the full press, so you have to like recalibrate it a ton. By a ton, I mean like I had to recalibrate it every couple races when I had it tilted up. The throttle pedal also likes to lose its top range, so in iRacing, when you go to calibrate it and you step it all the way down, it won't go to 100% on iRacing. Not a big deal. You can just calibrate it. That's fine. And they're more than enough for someone like me who's starting out. I would like a clutch pedal, but I drive open wheel cars. It's not a big deal. Now, for the major, major problem I have with this. It hasn't even been 1 month. I've had it since April 16th. It is now May 10th. And pretty much all of my racing sessions end the same. And it is with the wheel just decides to lock up, then go loose, like doesn't even control the car. Or if it does, it doesn't have force feedback. Or it jolts all over the place, or it just starts spinning. Then I turn it off, turn it back on. Might fix it for a little while. And then it starts hitching again. It starts locking up again. It starts spinning wildly. Hello, Editor iMaCH here. I'm going to be showing some footage in the background of this happening. So if you wonder what's happening in the background, why there's gameplay, that's what it is. It's precisely what happened to me on stream today. No clue what it is. I've done a bunch of I've looked it up a ton. I've done a bunch of research on Google. I couldn't find anything about this. Nowhere. It's hard to find anything about this wheel, to be fair with you. It's impossible to find anything about this fucking wheel online. So that's another con, but that's a different thing. That's just not enough customers, and that's not a wheel problem.
Yeah, look at that. I go to the lock, so like I steer lock to lock, right? Well, not even. That's not even the lock, because this one, it can go that far. This side, now it's loose. So here, and now it's loose, and it won't steer. And then I get to here, and it lets me keep going. And now it should be out of sync. No, it's not out of sync now. That's really bizarre. Oh, no, it's freaking out now at the top too. Yep, it's freaking out at the top range. Like, I don't know what causes this. Look at that. Like, you just can't. Oh, look at that. Look how off-center it is. Oh, I also had it happen on Pro Pickup Cup, actually. I do remember that. It did happen there as well. Oh, now it's loose. It's loose. Yeah, it does this. So usually on the first reset, it's loose. Okay, so now it's off. Now it's back on. Oh, now it's loose again. Uh-oh. Like, I just don't even know. What I should do. No, it's loose again. It's not supposed. Oh, no, dude. Like, look at that. Now it's just loose. Why? Come on. Why does this happen? Well, if it's a problem with the wheel, I can safely say don't get the Cammus C5. Dude, it's just gone. There's zero force feedback. Now it's doing the locks. Dude, it's just not giving any force feedback now. It's still locking. Now it's like, it's giving force now, but it's locking.
And for me, this is a massive deal breaker. Like this, I can't in good faith tell people to buy this wheel because it just stops working sometimes. Not even sometimes, every session I have. And now it's not even lasting an hour at a time. Before I would go like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours before it started happening. Now it's like an hour. What the fuck? Right? Like, what do I do? There's not much I can do about that. Like, I love everything about this wheel. But if it's going to be so unreliable that less than 1 month of use makes it so that I can't even drive F4. Like, it happens the most commonly in F4. So, like, if I get in an F4 race, I'm not going to make it through quali. Like, I'm not even going to get into the qualifiers. I'll do my starter lap. I'll get a green flag. Once green flag starts, and I start on maybe turn 2, 3, maybe 4 of the race, lock up, and I have to forfeit. I've lost like 300 I rating from this because I've just had to forfeit races. So until I can get an explanation for why this occurs, I can't recommend this. If I am going to recommend a wheel for anybody who wants a direct drive wheel, like an upgrade or just wants to go straight to direct drive, I would go for the Mota R5 bundle. It's about $100 more than the Cammus, but from everything I've seen, from everyone I know who has it, everywhere that I see, it is a very reliable wheel. So go for that. Unless Cammus can give me an explanation or somebody can give me an explanation for why this happens and help me fix it or give me a new one, because this is bullshit. It's been less than a month. Yeah, I don't recommend it, and I don't see a reason why you should ever buy this wheel. In the meantime, I have to try and fix it because I can't afford a new wheel. That's been my review. Hopefully you find it informative. I know most people online that have the reviews of this are like sponsored, or they'd use it for like a week or two, and that's first week or two feels fucking awesome with it. But we're a month in. I've put in like over 100 hours on it, and here we are. Anyways, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.